Hey, it's the Nerdy Sports Fan. We're talking NFL off-season. Uh, every NFL fan's favorite time of year, right? Yeah, no, just me? Okay, got it. So let's get into the Washington racist team names and what they really should be doing in this offseason and what they got to deal with. Okay? Now, some big questions have already been answered. All right, Ron Rivera's in town. So, all that negative space where clout and reputation should be that Dan Snyder brings to the table, that void got filled. Okay? Ron Rivera's been around the league. He's got a great reputation. He's got a lot of clout with the players. So if anybody is going to get your star left tackle to come play for the team again, it's Rivera. Now he's also sniffing around Greg Olsen. Who knows what's going to happen there? There's other teams that are in the mix for him as well. But the big question I have is, does Ron Rivera want his own man at quarterback? Dwayne Haskins might end up going the Josh Rosen route. It's sad but true. New coach usually means he wants to bring in his own people. Now, they got rid of Bruce Allen, finally, in the front office. Brought in some new blood there. Yeah, there's so much new going on in the front office. I'm sure they want a lot of new on the field, too, and usually that starts with the quarterback. Sorry, Dwayne Haskins. You're going to get a couple of cursory, kind of throw them a bone sort of workouts, just so they can save face. You're out, buddy. That's the sad state of what the NFL is today. People come into it big dick swinging. I am going to wreck this team up so I can build it in my own image. That does not include the last coaching regime and front office's handpicked quarterback. Never does. Especially when they haven't proven anything. And all Haskins has proven so far is he makes the kind of mistakes that rookies make. That's it. And now it seemed to look better towards the end of the year, but everybody seems to look better towards the end of their first year on the job. All right? Just everybody. So that's not really a thing. What are they going to do with Alex Smith? Going to keep him along? Are you going to keep him to maybe groom the next quarterback? Maybe groom Haskins. Who knows? They might keep the guy. These are the big questions. What is the front office going to look like, and how are they going to approach things? We don't know. First year on the job. It's a mystery. Are they going to be able to deal with the fact that Dan Snyder is the worst owner in sports? Fight me on that, okay? The guy's terrible. I don't know. Ron Rivera might get fed up with him after a year and leave. The guy's got a reputation. He's good at what he does. He knows how to deal with his players. And to deal with an owner who's so meddlesome and just generally terrible might rub him the wrong way after a while. So, lots of questions. Do they believe in Haskins? Again, I think not. I think they bring in their own guy. Not because I have anything against Haskins. I think he did just as well as any rookie quarterback usually does. And he showed signs of progress. But new regimes love new quarterbacks. Love them. Might be getting some Cam Newton sniffing around too, because who knows if he's going to last in Carolina. Yeah, there's a lot of change to be had. Now, with $33 million in cap space, you can't do a lot. It sounds like a big number. It really does. I get it. None of us have $33 million. If any of you viewers do, feel free to send anybody who's watching these things or myself some, because we sure could use it. But yeah, none of us have $33 million. So it sounds like a big number. that can get eaten up in 3 signings. 3 signings. So it's not really that great. Okay, with the amount of holes that Washington has, new regime wants all sorts of new. They got to build through the draft. All right, they have to attack the draft as if that's where they're going to get the talent needed for this coaching staff to turn this team around. So, since that focus is going to be on the draft, do you think it's going to include Herbert? Quarterback out of Oregon? Maybe. There's also a quarterback out of, I want to say, not Delaware. There's another quarterback, White, I think, that people are putting in the first round. Have not done the draft research to the extent that I would like to this point, because free agency happens first, you dummies. All right? Don't put the cart in front of the horse. Free agency will matter to these teams. Now, because there are quarterback questions on this team, do they like Haskins? What are they going to do with Alex Smith? You got to think they're going to be kicking the tires on some free agent quarterbacks. The free agent quarterbacks are not going to care about Washington. They're not going to come. They just won't. Okay? They will all have better options. Except maybe Rivers. I don't really know where he fits. I don't know if he fits in the league anymore, honestly. But yeah, ignore the free agent quarterbacks. Get your offensive line fixed. Step 1 in that is getting your Pro Bowl tackle to come back in the damn door and start playing for the team again. Ron Rivera is probably the man for that job. Well, yeah, every level of the defense needs help. There's a lot of holes on this team. I can tell you Geis is going to be the future in the backfield. I can tell you that you got a damn good young receiver. What else do you think you have that's going to attract free agents to the team and say, you know what, they got something there in Washington? I don't think anything really, other than Rivera. Rivera's reputation as being a player-friendly coach is the only thing that you have to rely on. That's it. So it's probably going to be a pretty dry, not so fun offseason for you Washington fans, because the other teams in your division even are going to have a lot more action and a lot more positivity surrounding them. I'm envisioning another top 10 draft pick for Washington, because why not? That's all that seems to be happening in the Dan Snyder era. And I really don't think the team's going to be any good until Snyder sells the team. He is what's keeping this team from doing something good. Mark my words. As long as Dan Snyder's the owner, this team will not be in contention. Sorry to start off your offseason with so much negativity, but it's just how I see it. Look, like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Hit up the rest of the videos, because I've done one of these for every team, or I'm in process for every team. We're going to be doing free agency videos once it really kicks in. We're going to be doing pre-draft and post-draft videos this offseason, amongst other things. Obviously, the NFL offseason isn't all-consuming, so, the rest of the things that are going on in life will be touched on too. So, like and subscribe, and I really enjoy and appreciate you guys watching. Thanks a lot. See you next time.